Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Sundas. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. So today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to do colored eyeshadow because it can be a process that is very intimidating. And I know when we see a lot of bright colors, it can be, scary to kind of try to use that on your eyelids. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been very scared to use color too. But there are ways to do it where it doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be intimidating. It's actually really easy. And I'm gonna show you that today. I'm gonna use a color that I would normally never really use on my eyes, and that is the color blue. Just because, I don't know, I don't wanna I don't think it looks good on me and stuff like that, so I thought I would use the color that I'm afraid to use to show you guys that it can be really easy. So let's do that today, and I'm also wearing a blue top for that reason. So I already have my base done. I just threw some lip gloss on, my eyebrows are done, concealer is done, everything else is done, and I used this House Labs blush, which is so pigmented. This thing was this color. This is in the shade Watermelon Bliss. It is so nice, and look at how it shows up on my skin. When I first put it on, it was so bright. You can go check that out on my stories if you're interested. I'll have that up there. But for the eyeshadow, we are going to use my Amrezy palette. This palette has so many nice colors, nice, and it's a mess also, don't judge me. I need to clean this up a little bit, but yeah, so this it's so gross. Oh, I don't want to touch it. This is the blue that we're gonna use today. It's very bright, as you can see. Well, I bought this palette because it has a lot of colors that I would use. It has all these browns and these pinks, which I love. I have never touched the blue colors since I've had this palette, so we're gonna do that today. I'm a little nervous, but also excited. So let's get into it. Yeah, this does come off. I haven't taken it off yet. Oh my god, how satisfying though. That just got rid of a lot of the gunk. Okay. And by the way, I'm watching Patan. It's on Amazon, so I've had that in the background. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters, but I was I love it. I love that movie. I love Shah Khan. So, and I was feeling inspired today, and Shah Khan inspires me. So I was let me put him in the back, not in the back like that. Let me put him in the background while I do my makeup. So when doing colors, the thing that you don't want to do is take your brush, dip it in the this color, the blue color, and then throw it all over your eyeshadow, because it's gonna get really messy really fast. And also it depends on whether you're using a matte shadow or a shimmer. This one is a shimmer. I'll show you up close. So especially that it is a shimmer, we're definitely not going to do that. With mattes, you can kind of get away with it because you can blend easily. Shimmers, once they're down, it's going to go everywhere. It's going to go under your eyes everywhere, so you don't want to do that. But the way that I like to do it is divide my eyes up into 3 parts. So you have your outer corner, your inner, and then you have the middle. And you want to put shadows, kind of create a gradient, and I'm going to show you how I do that to make it look nice, so that it's not just putting it all over. Okay, maybe it'll look good, but we can make it look even better. We can make it look like we're professional. So the first thing I'm going to do is to go in my crease, probably with one of these. Let's see, one of these is called New Yorker, this one, and this is called OG, but that might be a little bit dark. It looks light in the camera, but it is kind of dark. So I'm gonna take that on I have my brushes here. This is my Michael Jackson cup. By the way, I got it from Vegas, and it's my favorite because it's so big and it holds all of my brushes. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. So for the outer, we're going to use a fluffy brush like this that is really soft and fluffy, because this is going to spread out your eyeshadow really easily. And I'm going to go in with the color New Yorker. Let's dab that in, get off the excess, and then I'm actually just going to use my camera, and we're going to put that in the outer. And we're gonna just create those shadows. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and just creating those dimensions. And for me, obviously it depends on your skin tone. If you're darker, you can use a darker shade. If you're lighter, you could use a light brown or a light peach color. It really doesn't matter. But just something that contrasts the color of whatever shadow you're gonna put in the middle, the actual colored one. So I'm gonna build that up even more. So we're gonna go kind of from dark to light. But since I am using, for me it doesn't really matter because I'm using a shimmer, but alright, so we have our outer kind of built up like that. Next color I'm going to focus on is a color we're going to put on the inner, and I'm using a small brush, a small soft brush. You can use whatever. I'm going to go in with the shade Wasted, which is this one. It's very light, so I'm going to take that. Ooh, and it is pigmented. I'm just going to put that in the inner. Not really showing up the way that I wanted. Let me go again. Okay, there we go. It actually looks a little pink on me. What the heck? It looks, or like purple on me. What the heck? I mean, it's pretty, but it's not the color. I mean, why does it look purple on me? That's so weird. Okay, but it's too late now because it's already on, so I'm gonna put it on the other side and really focus that on the inner. It did get on the bottom, that's okay, because it brightens up the eye. It literally looks purple. Okay. But you get the idea. You just want a lighter color in the inner, a darker color on the outer to create that gradient. And you know, even if it got down here, so I'm just gonna bring it down here, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, so now for the blue color, we're finally gonna go in with that. And for the blue, I'm going to use a very specific brush, and if it's a shimmer, you definitely want to use this type of brush. So this is the brush that I'm gonna use. It is, do you see how flat it is? If I turn to the side, this is how flat it is. And it's small and it's thin and it's dense. So with the shimmer, you want to go in with a denser brush because it's going to pack a lot into a small amount of area, and you don't want to use anything big. Like I have this one, so this would be a no, and this is also very soft, so this would be for like, if you had like a matte, maybe you could use it. But for a shimmer, I'm going to use something like this, or you can go in with something like this. This is also very thin. And you don't need all these brushes, it's just obviously I do makeup, so I have a lot, but you get the idea. But what we're gonna do is I'm going to take a setting spray. You can use any one, you could even use like water really if you have it, but I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty setting spray, and I'm going to spray my brush with this, both sides, and just let that air dry a little bit. I just wanted to get a little bit tacky. And then we're gonna go into the blue shade. Oh shit, maybe I should clean it because it has some gold like shimmers on it. Hold on. Okay, so I cleaned it a little bit. I ended up just cleaning my whole palette because what am I waiting for? So I'm gonna take the brush and I'm gonna dip it into the blue. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. Okay, this does have a lot of fallout, and I noticed that about this palette. I mean, it's eyeshadow, it's gonna have fallout, but I'm glad I used the water. So that is what it looks like. And we're gonna take this and put it right in the middle, and we're gonna really try to focus it, you know, try not to get it like too much in the outer, just in the middle, and then kind of see where it takes us from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right there. Oh wow, it's so pretty. It's so bright though compared to like the other shades. Oh my god, there's so much fallout on the shadow. It's going in my nose. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna take it a little bit more on the inner. And really just focus it in the middle. I am definitely happy that I used the water because otherwise it would have just gotten everywhere. Okay, so I know it looks a little bit crazy right now. I'm gonna leave it like this for now, and I'm gonna do the other side first, just to map out like where it is. Okay, you see, this is with water, this is, I didn't spray my brush. Look at the difference. It makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna spray my brush again. Go back in. And yep, there's that color. It's such a striking blue, like I would have never thought I would put this on. So again, just focusing that in the middle. And then I'm gonna take a clean brush, no color on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blend out the edges of the blue. And you want to be really careful with this, but just kind of like brush it out a little bit so it's not, the edges are not so hard. I'm gonna go on the top as well and just clean it up, and also the middle. And you see how it kind of diffuses those harsh lines? That's exactly what we want to do. And do you see like the difference that this made with this? Oh my god, one thing I didn't do, and I can't believe I forgot this because we're working with like shadows that have a lot of fallout. I'll do it now though. Is that I always put powder on my under eyes in case any, like, you know, thankfully nothing has really gotten on here yet, but normally I would take powder. This is my e.l.f. powder that I love. and put that on my under eyes with my powder puff, just so that it could catch anything that falls. I don't know how I forgot that. I mean, I had powder on from like before, but like I like to put extra just to make sure it'll catch whatever. Alright, doesn't have to be crazy. We can like, you know, take it off after anyway. Okay, so back to, yeah, so you see how I kind of diffuse that and it's not like, it doesn't look all crazy now. So now it looks a lot better. This looks really bright. This looks better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side as well. And just be very like gentle and very like, just small strokes. So it's like painting, it's like art. And we're really focusing that on, you know, on blending all those shadows together, kind of. So I just went back in, I blended up both sides, and I just went back in and put a little bit more of the pink on the inner. And then I'm also going to go back in with the same fluffy brush we used in the beginning, pick up some more of that shade that we used, and just go back in and add some more and diffuse the whole outer even more. Just a little bit shadow too, not too much. And now, I mean, when you look at it in here, it looks very bright, and that's how it looked when we first put it on. But once you go in and kind of diffuse it, then this looks more wearable. Like I could see myself wearing this, you know, more often than I do. So it's a matter of just getting the pigment on and then blending it very carefully and nicely afterwards. Take my Kylie liner. You can use any like pink or white liner, and I'm just gonna put that in my waterline. I thought the pink would look pretty with like the blue, and it does. So put that in my inner corner. I am gonna line my eyelids a little bit, like make like a thick, not thick, thin line. Around like slightly, make it like that. Just a little tip, whenever I'm doing like, you know, if you have your base makeup done and everything, that's how I function. I do all my base first and then my eyes, and you have to do your eyeliner, and I will like hold my skin and do it. Instead, use a powder puff with no powder, and then if you just place it here, you can really go in, and it's like so much easier, and you don't mess up your base. So just a little tip. This liner is a little bit dried out, so it didn't work like exactly how I wanted, but you get the idea. So a little line. Alright guys, so I threw on some mascara and some lipstick or lip gloss. That'll be on my story if you're interested. But yeah, this is the final look. And it doesn't look as scary as I thought it would, or you probably thought it did, right? Like it actually looks pretty good and pretty wearable for like an everyday. But yeah, I really like how this came out. And if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. I really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed already, then please subscribe to my channel, please. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if this was helpful, if you found it interesting or whatever, you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! So I just wanted to say, it doesn't have to be perfect. At the end of the day, it's just makeup. So everybody calm down. It's just makeup. You put it on, you take it off. That's the end of the story. But you know, it can be a little bit intimidating. Practice. I mean, do it. Like this is my first time doing it, and I'm sure that the next time I do it, it'll be even better. But yeah, practice makes perfect, and it's just makeup. It's just having fun with our face and art and colors, and that's all that it really is. But yeah, just wanted to add that in there. I'll see you later. Also, I wanted to show you guys in different lighting because I did have artificial lighting. This is natural lighting, and it looks even better in natural lighting. So yeah, don't be afraid to use color is what I want to say really.